Welcome to Daily Dose. My name is Robert, Dr. Robert, and here with my pal Susan. And we are joined by our good friend Julie from way back east up in Maryland, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right,
Right.
Julie?
Yes, sir.
Julie,
Hagerstown, Maryland.
Susan and I have known you about the same amount of time. And tell me your connection, first of all, to Parkinson's, how long you've been diagnosed and, where you're
I
at.
I have walked the Parkinson's journey for 10 years now, diagnosed at the age of 40, out of the blue, didn't expect it. Went to the neurologist because I had a little tremor in my hand after a surgery, and she said, "This is what it is." And kind of took me by surprise, definitely. At 40, I had an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. I was thick into parenting and substituting and doing all that stuff, and bam, suddenly I've got a whole different look in my life. Um, so
And you
yeah,
you have this saying that has always struck me, and you wear it pretty proudly about "I didn't choose it." Can you go forward with that one?
yes. It came to me probably about 2 or 3 years into the journey. I read a devotional book that encouraged me to embrace the trial or the challenge in your life, make friends with it. And what happened was I relaxed into what I had. And so this theme has been, I didn't choose it. I'm not going to lose it. So I'm going to use it. And when I did that, my whole mentality, mindset, my life changed.
Transformed.
If you don't mind, I want to drill down. I'm on this a lot. I want to give Susan a chance to, but I really want to drill this one thing. I think what you're doing there is so powerful. And um, when you say the second part of it, I'm not going to lose it. I think a lot of people get caught in their chase for the cure, even though they're not actually involved in it. You know what I mean? Not say that being involved in clinical trials can't possibly help. It sure can, but raising money can. But overall, taking that mentality, say, I'm not going to lose it. That's extraordinary to me. And it shows both your vulnerability and your courage in a big way.
Well, thank you. What I have people that come up to me and tell me that they're praying that I'm healed. The reality is healing can come in many different ways. Sure,
Mm.
I would love to be healed physically, but I think I had a mental healing, an emotional healing, maybe even a spiritual healing that I can be okay with this. I told a lady this morning, on a list of diseases, I never would have picked Parkinson's as something that I would have to deal with. But now, 10 years in, I don't think I would ever give it up because of what I have learned from it and through it. It's changed me, it's changed my children. My children are now 19 and 20, and they both want to get into the medical field. They have a sensitivity that they never would have had before. Now, that doesn't mean that it's all roses, that we're all always jumping around for joy. There are a lot of moments where I'm just like, "Ugh," but there's a calmness in me that it's okay. Mhm.
It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful to hear that.
And the cool thing is, for the past 2 years, I have been part of an outreach here in Hagerstown to women who have had babies that maybe they weren't expecting to have a baby, but we are encouraging them. I'm walking through this with them. I'm providing diapers and clothing and formula as a way to reach out. And what I'm finding now is that because of what I have, when I say to them, I understand that life is hard, they see, yeah, my life is hard. I've got an issue. It's not just me saying, oh, honey, it's going to be okay. I can say with certainty that even though you've got a trial, life is still good and you can be used for good. So,
And I think your perspective and how you're seen is tremendously important. We talk a lot about sympathy, empathy, and compassion. You're operating from a position of compassion, the deepest well of those three, and that gives you both the credibility and I think the gravitas to have the effect you want. Julie, is there
Thank
anything
you.
about your story that you want to let us know? We're running short on time, but I sure want to make sure I hit it.
Um, I think that's it. Just that you can do it.
Yeah.
Even though life is hard, you can get up every morning and you can find joy. There's joy in the journey in spite of what you have to deal with.
I like the way you said that because it's your find to have. That's your daily dose. Thanks so much, Julie.
Thanks.